Hey, I'm KevTV, Mr. Coleman, some more coverage on Season 4 of Formula Xbox. And Tier 1 visit the legendary Suzuka. So for round 16 of the season, has Pro Racing 69 got pole in his Ferrari ahead of the Red Bull of our overlord, Drastic Midget, doing a fantastic job in qualifying, out qualifying RS2M, his teammate with the Baronator in fourth in his Sauber. As we only had 8 guys in the race, with Insignia and myself occupying the last row of the grid as we did not qualify. And unfortunately we had 9 guys in qualifying. Mr. Jokers in the McLaren got disconnected before this race, and unfortunately lots of guys couldn't connect to this race, so it was a particularly poor race for attendance because of that. But we're hoping to get another top 5 finish, build on our success in career as we get very cautious in the first couple of turns. But it looks like Baronator, RS2M and Sam got wide into that first corner, and we are up into our top 5 position, which we're hoping to get in this race. As into the second Degners, and Insignia's gone a bit wide behind the Ferrari, and we clip the back end of his car there, which allows RS2M to have a run down our inside. We just outbrake ourselves slightly into that hairpin as we just go wide to avoid all the trouble, avoid having an incident. And unfortunately that's cost us a number of positions as we go back to last place behind Baronator in his Sauber. Obviously we want to occupy last place in this race. It seems already has the Baronator's on a charge after the first corner incident, getting round the outside of Sam before 130R. Nice move from him. But on the right hand side you can see the Mercedes of Insignia is in the gravel trap, in the tarmac runoff, as we go outbreak ourselves in the Casio triangle along with Sam, as him and a Ferrari, I believe, got together. I think it's stop Matt, and unfortunately that spun him round and he was into the runoff. As we are in the Degners and we brake on the curbs, never a good idea. We locked up the front wheels, go into the gravel, and there goes Insignia back past us as we drop back to last place. As I said, we want to occupy this place in this race, it seems, but there's more troubles in the S's, as it was Drastic Midget of this brilliant qualifying in the Red Bull. I think he got on the curb and it just spun him round, unfortunately, and so he has dropped to last place. There are lots of issues around here, very technical track, very difficult track as well, as I already showed you, as Insignia's already showed you as well. And as we go through the second Degner, it looks like Sam showing you as well, he usually goes a bit wide into that second Degner. Maybe can get a run into Kobayashi hairpin, or renamed after Vettel's antics in the race this year, Vettel's hairpin, as Sam outbrakes himself and we're giving him room on the outside. He takes advantage of that as we knock down his inside, but maybe we can get a run into the spoon curve going through 200R at the moment. How's he going down to third gear, looking down his inside maybe as he defends it, but it compromises his corner and he goes wide, and we knock down his inside for the second bar and go up into 6th spot behind Insignia, who's still recovering. It seems like Pro Racing 69 has pitted and he is behind us in his Ferrari as Insignia's staying out, and it looks like we're going to follow him by staying out as well. As it looks like a number of guys, Stop Matt and Baronator, are pitting, so we're up to 2nd spot now out of 8, and if we can keep this gap to Insignia, keep this similar pace, we might come out well after our pit stops as we're going through the first couple of corners. Hopefully Pro Racing is going to battle behind and allow us to speed up a bit, and it looks like he did as we're in 6th spot after our pit stop on lap 7 as we get on that curb. As I said, the curb's a bit dangerous round here, almost lost it a bit on that spoon curb on lap 7, but onto lap 9 now, heading towards the first couple of corners, and we're in 6th spot and going through here. We're going to look on our right hand side. Insignia's gone into the wall in his Mercedes. A very eventful race for Insignia, a very up and down race for him as well, and it looks like it's ended early as he's left the building early as well, and so we're up to 5th spot now. Only 7 guys in this race, and we've got Stop Matt in front of us, but we don't quite have the pace to catch up to him, so we're kind of in this pattern, just running by ourselves for the last part of this race. As we've gone to the last lap now and onto the Degner curve there in the middle. It already made us outbrake ourselves for Degner 2, and it almost cost us finishing this race. It really flung our car around. Those curves are dangerous round here, but as I said, fortunately we're running by ourselves. We pulled a gap on Justin Mitch behind, and so we ended up in 5th spot behind the Ferrari Pro Racing 69 and ahead of the Red Bull Drastic Midget. After that qualifying, hoping to have a much better race. Sam was last, but well into RS2M, who won in his Red Bull ahead of Baronator in the Sauber. Great recovery from him ahead of Stopmat in the Ferrari, and unfortunately Insignia retired. And look how close everyone is, mostly in the 34s. Also Slowpoke in the 35s there, but hope you enjoyed this race. Unfortunately, and I'll be back with round 17, round India, and I'll see you then.